Hi guys, should we just pretend that I have a beautiful canopy of leaves, and I don't even know what canopy means, but should we just pretend that I have a really nice background? Please excuse the absolute dire mess. We're in the middle of like painting and kind of refurbishing, so at the moment the living room is a storage room. What am I kidding? Everything in this house is a storage room, it's a mess. Yeah, please excuse that. So, yeah, this video, probably gathered from the title, it's about girly things, so guys, if you're watching this, you don't have to watch this, bye. Anyway, okay, right, let's go. Period. I've said it now. That is it. Period. It's a normal word. Jen, just stop being a freak. Okay. So, okay, yeah. This is something that loads of people might already know, but I've only just kind of discovered it. My little cure for my period cramps and stuff and stuff. I'll give you a bit of backstory. So, since I was young, when I started my period and stuff, I always suffered so bad throughout the whole deal. I'd go from passing out to being like feverish and to eventually vomiting. I had to go through this whole step of series, like this series of stages rather, to actually get the goal, which is throwing up, emptying out everything, because I was just so restless. I couldn't just vomit and be over with. I had to pass out, I had to flake out, I had to strip, and I still, when I get ill now, I still have to go through that, but lucky enough it's not due to my period most of the time. So anyway, went to the doctor, I was anemic for a time as well, so I guess they kind of put those together and said, okay, even though I think period blood is not like normal blood, I was still losing blood and it was making me weak and stuff. Anyway, enough of that. They gave me a dose of the pill. I don't know what its specific name was called. I think it had a sort of name after it, like the pill something. So it was like a small dose, and basically that was to regulate my period and to make it not as intense, so it wouldn't be as much blood, so I wouldn't be getting as ill. So I got off that after a while because, I don't know, the pill just freaked me out. I didn't really know what I was doing. My mum is my medical person, so she just gives me stuff and I take it. But I didn't really like the fact that that's kind of a serious thing and you can use that for multiple things. And I didn't really want to take something like that I don't really understand into my body. So now I'm on the more natural stuff, which is like primrose oil. And another thing I'm not too sure of the name of to hand. So there's that. And yeah, I still got cramps, like bad cramps of it. I still felt really ill and stuff. So randomly, just before I started this month's period, I searched up, no, this is really stupid, I searched up, does water flush out period? I don't know why I wrote that. Of course it doesn't flush out the period. The blood comes from a different hole to your wee. I think. I'm not too good on like the female body anatomy, I'm really not. So yeah, I googled that and I was like, okay, that was maybe a stupid question. And then I googled, does water stop cramps, like does it relieve cramps? And from the little article that I read, it does. Basically, okay, right, I haven't gone into too much research, and I probably should have for something like as serious as this video. So if you want, correct me if I'm wrong, but please don't be rude or anything. This is just what I gather from the little bit that I read. Bloatedness apparently is caused by not having enough water intake, I think. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong, but don't do it rudely. So it's trying to draw as much water as it can from the things that you digest, and if you're not taking in the good amount of food and giving it enough, that causes the bloatedness because it's not getting enough water in there. And so if you give it what it wants, which is water and healthy eating, you won't get bloated. So for this whole like month pretty much during my period, I was just drinking loads of water, and I cut down on my strict diet of sweets and crap foods, and I didn't get the bloatedness, which means I didn't get the cramping like in my room, and it didn't feel like my ovaries were coming out of my arse because I was giving my body what it needed and what it wanted, which was like the water and the nutrients. So throughout this whole week of period, that sounded really weird, I haven't been ill, I haven't got any, well, don't get me wrong, I have had cramps, but they've been very, very minor. They have hardly been painful, and if I just moved or stretched it out, it would have gone within that stretch. So through this whole period, I pretty much have been perfectly fine. And another thing is, I haven't had the nausea that I usually had. So that's like headache pains and lightheadedness and like I want to pass out kind of thing. I think the water kind of just cleared my mind pretty much, and yeah, I'm just really happy that I finally found something that works. So I'm going to try this again next month and see if I get the same results. If not, maybe this period was just a good month for me, but I'm really sure it had something to do with the water. And I don't know, this might be already like a common known thing to do, but to me it wasn't, so I'm still learning about my body and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, period problems, really bad crampiness, if you had it seriously bad like me, I'd suggest before going on any tablets that you're not really sure about, try drinking water for the whole ordeal. Just don't go drowning yourself. So that's it for this video, guys. A very personal one, you could say. I'll speak to you in the next one. See you later. Bye.